to less in the southeast Bahamas, becoming north to northeast at 10 to 15 knots by tonight. Your seas will run 4 to 7 feet over the ocean in the northwest and central Bahamas and 3 feet or less in the southeast Bahamas, building 2 to 4 feet by tonight. We're expecting a daytime high temperature of 84 degrees Fahrenheit, that is 29 degrees Celsius, with a low of 73 degrees Fahrenheit, 23 degrees Celsius. Sun will rise at 6:23 a.m. this morning and set at 7:33 p.m. this evening. We will have a high tide occurring at 10:27 a.m. this morning, becoming low at 4:33 p.m. this afternoon, and high again at 10:58 p.m. tonight. In your extended forecast, the front and its associated troughing will progressively move further southeastward over the Bahamas into Thursday. Brisk winds will support hazardous marine conditions. So there will be caution conditions out there for our boaters and also for our beach goers. So that puts a wrap on your weather for today. Have a wonderful day, Bahamas. From the Department of Meteorology, Zenobia says.
And Zenobia, thank you so much for that. We do appreciate you. The time is now 6:54 in the morning. It's time for your Constitutional Minute. Did you know that according to the Constitution of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, Article 127 and Paragraph D, in this Constitution, references to the public service shall not be construed as including service in the staff of the Department of Tourism or of any other department or agency of the government established for special purposes by any law which specifies that offices therein shall not be public offices for the purpose of this Constitution. And that was your Constitutional Minute. Bahamians everywhere, know your rights.
Now is the time to get a piece of the rock. And what better place to do it than in beautiful Exuma? Ocean View Realty is ready to help sell you your home or property quickly and professionally. At Ocean View Realty, they offer real estate, notary services, appraisals, rental, insurance, property maintenance, and management. Call them today at 336-2444 or visit their website, bahamas-oceanviewrealty.com. At Ocean View Realty, they offer the best real estate deals. Ocean View Realty. Check them out today.
With a mission to be the best, world-class athletes depend on Alive to stay connected. With our Freedom Plans, choose the way you want to be connected with a 1-day or 7-day Freedom Plan. With our 30-day Liberty Plans, choose the right bundle of talk, text, and data. And for postpaid, we've got Liberty Bundles loaded with talk, text, data, and even roaming. Alive's hard-working network is built for hard-working people. No matter your goal, we have a plan that you can depend on. We are Alive.
Thirsty? Take a drink from Naturally Fresh Company Limited, purified drinking water by reverse osmosis and ozonized. Located in Georgetown, Exuma, for all your 5-gallon, 1-gallon, 1 liter, 12-ounce, and 20-ounce bottles to suit your water needs. Call them at 242-336-33.
This is the ZNS Network, providing radio and high-definition television services for the entire Bahamas. ZNS Network is operated by the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas. It is located at Harcourt Rusty Bethel Drive, Centerville, Nassau. Our programming is designed to inform, educate, and entertain. We invite you to join us.
The following is a preamble of the Constitution of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Whereas 481 years ago, the rediscovery of this family of islands, rocks and keys, heralded the rebirth of the New World. And whereas the people of this family of islands, recognizing that the preservation of their freedom will be guaranteed by a national commitment to self-discipline, industry, loyalty, unity, and an abiding respect for Christian values and the rule of law. Now, know we therefore, we the inheritors of and successors to this family of islands, recognizing the supremacy of God and believing in the fundamental rights and freedoms of the individual, do hereby proclaim in solemn praise the establishment of a free and democratic sovereign nation, founded on spiritual values, and in which no man, woman, or child shall ever be slave or bondsman to anyone, or their labor exploited, or their lives frustrated by deprivation, and do hereby provide by these articles for the indivisible unity and creation under God of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
It's Monday, April 19th, 2022, and the morning edition is live. On today's show, good news for the tourism industry, a major drug bust in Abaco, another homicide here in the capital, and we have the latest from the CARIFTA championships. So let's start the morning off right.
Edition is brought to you by We Buy You Sell Company, your leading hurricane impact windows, doors, and tile specialist.
Do what you can with what you have and where you are. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning edition. I'm LaDawn Davis.
And good morning, everybody. After a long weekend, I'm still here. I'm Charles Fisher. Had a great weekend, LaDawn. From I got off on Thursday, all I did was rest. I was able to hang out with some of the boys this weekend. We had a good time. Boy, I wish we could have an Easter holiday 4-day off like that for at least once a month. Yeah, like at least once a month. The next holiday coming up is Good Monday and then Labor Day. I know folks are looking forward to that. This was one of the first holidays that they were able to get out and really enjoy themselves, go beaching, go to little parties. So I was riding around yesterday, saw a lot of persons at Easter egg hunts and activities at the church. So it was a great weekend. Now, all about me, you know, Barbara. What did you do?
I had a restful time. I didn't do anything. I just stayed home and relaxed.
Watching?
Because I know I had to come back to face y'all. So, I had to relax.
No watching TV, no nothing like that?
No.
Cooking? So how did you?
I didn't know. I went by family members. No, I didn't even fry my fish.
So what did you do?
I just chilled. I needed a break. So yeah, that's what I did. Yeah.
No, I bet you didn't put down the phone.
Yeah, I put that down too. Yeah, I put that down too. But yeah.
Well, folks, we're glad to have you back here in our company. Let's now take it out to the streets to see what's happening traffic-wise right there at East Street and Ross Corner. Police are reporting some 5 accidents over the weekend, all minor, no injury, all due to persons not paying attention. Now, we did hear that they issued some 300 tickets this weekend for various offenses as they were out from Thursday to yesterday. Persons, some unlicensed cars, driving without due care to caution. So 300 tickets were issued over the weekend. Now, they are also reminding persons to please get their vehicles insured. And as this is the first day back to work on the streets after the holiday, businesses are open. Go and get your insurance straight. Go and get your licenses straight, because they are going to be out all through this month issuing tickets for those various offenses. So one thing they are reminding you, make sure go out and get your vehicle insured. Now let's take a look at what's happening weather-wise. We are waking up to 70 degrees, mostly sunny, winds north-northwest at 4 miles per hour, humidity 93%. Now, a cold front and its associated troughing will gradually move across northwest Bahamas today into tonight. High pressure will quickly build in after its passage. For all areas of the Bahamas, weather very cloudy and a bit breezy with few isolated showers and the chance of isolated thunderstorms throughout tonight. Your daytime high temperature 84 degrees Fahrenheit, overnight low of 73. Now as we look ahead to Wednesday and Thursday, for Wednesday forecast very cloudy and breezy with a few isolated showers and the chance of isolated thunderstorms mainly in the southeast Bahamas. 79 in the day, 72 at night on Wednesday, strong winds subsiding, and then on Thursday, those winds gradually subsiding, partly sunny and breezy with a passing shower. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, you know that it's the National Family Regatta weekend, so the sailors are looking for good weather and some cool seas.
The Center for the Disease Control's updated COVID-19 travel advisory rating for the Bahamas, now standing at level 1, leaves tourism officials optimistic that the country's #1 industry will rebound even higher in this COVID-19 environment. Now, according to the CDC's website, any country with level 1 status has a low level of COVID, and international travelers must be fully vaccinated before traveling to that destination. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, the Honorable Chester Cooper, says his new rating is a result of government's consistent and effective approach to manage the COVID-19 pandemic.
I hope that this will augur well for future bookings, and we are excited about what we're seeing so far in terms of forward bookings as well as current levels of occupancy. Of course, the Easter weekend has been a banner period for us in tourism. We hope that this will continue into the summer months. And we also know that as a result of what we're seeing in the COVID numbers, we anticipate that we're going to further relax restrictions as we move forward over the next several weeks.
11 new COVID-19 infections reported in the latest release by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, 7 here in New Providence, 3 in Grand Bahama, and 1 in Eleuthera. The new cases comprise of 6 women and 5 men, bringing the total count to 33,411 with 131 active cases. 5 of the New Providence cases and 2 from Grand Bahama have a travel history within the past 14 days. 5 people are being treated for COVID-19 in hospital, and all are listed as moderately ill. There have also been 8 new recoveries. 3 men are in police custody following a major drug bust on a family island over the Easter holiday weekend. The suspects managed to rack up an estimated $1,254,000 worth of suspected marijuana, weighing 1,254 pounds. The drugs were later brought into New Providence and offloaded at the police marine dock under the cover of darkness early Monday morning. It was a result of a multi-agency operation carried out around 3 p.m. on Sunday.
Acting on information, the officers went to a home situated in Cooperstown, Abaco, and executed a search warrant. During the search, the officers found 26 Croker Sacks bags. A search of those bags revealed a substance believed to be marijuana, and following a thorough investigation, the matter will be brought before the court, where those individuals will be arraigned.
Police are still investigating the death of a woman by the hands of another recently, the fatal shooting taking place in the Pinewood Gardens community on Sunday afternoon.
On the arrival of our first responders, they were informed that 2 ladies were standing outside of a building when another female approached them armed with a firearm. The suspect discharged a weapon at the ladies, and subsequently one of the women were shot. She was transported to the hospital via a private vehicle and later succumbed to her injuries. A short time later, officers arrested an adult female. She's presently in custody assisting police with the investigations into this matter.
Prolonged inflation does not bode well for any economy and could have detrimental effects. Principal of Sumner Strategic Partners Edison Sumner says to combat this, businesses can look beyond the U.S. for less costly goods.
There's inflation all over the world. It's increasing generally across the board, but we might have to now look at expanding our supply chain and looking at other countries, other regions that we're able to procure the kinds of products that are needed in the country from hopefully at a reduced cost, a marginal reduction in the cost to the consumer.
We've got to give women an opportunity to lead as well. In my experience, they've been as competent, they have been as invested in their careers and their families. So I'm extremely excited to be leading this. From a CARE Bahamas perspective, that restructuring was driven by the level of competence and excellence that we found in so many of our women leaders in our organization. I'm delighted that we're not only the leader enabling connected lifestyles and experiences, but we also have women at the center of everything that we do in our leadership journey.
Swim Customs Clearance Software is the trusted brand of hundreds of thriving Bahamian businesses. Expertly engineered by ISL Bahamas for seamless single window management with smart features like proration logic, designed to expedite the completion of accurate customs duty calculations. A searchable tariff index that matches each entry with its corresponding tariff code. Swim separates taxable and tax-free entries automatically and significantly refines your customs clearing experience. Brokers, importers, shippers, couriers. Are you drowning in an ocean of customs clearance mayhem? Call 356-5592 or visit islbahamas.com and start clearing customs digitally with single window management. Swim, the stress-free customs clearance software.
Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. What do? We swim, 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 swim.
At Bank of the Bahamas, we give you lots of reasons to love your life. We offer the lowest rates in the country on debt consolidation and consumer loans. And we help you save with our low-rate switch mortgages. Need a new car? Simply apply for a BOB auto loan and hit the road.
And saving is so easy with higher interest and no monthly maintenance fees.
It's time to live and laugh again. Love the life you live with BOB, your bank of solutions.
The fish off in Cat Island last week, and come this weekend it will be the National Family Island Regatta in Georgetown, Exuma. Yes, the islands are picking back up, and we had a chance to speak with Sandra Russell, Director for Family Island Development in the Ministry of Tourism, about the uptick.
This event in Cat Island has really signaled the return of events and festivals in our family islands. And we know that these events and festivals will bring domestic travel to our islands. And we are just so excited about this event.
The goal is to get more persons to not only visit these family islands for festivals, but as vacation spots.
Family islands have so much diversity of activities for families. Anyone who wants to visit our family islands, we're going to be beginning a domestic campaign, travel campaign, to drive Bahamians, residents, and even persons with Bahamian roots who are living abroad to come and visit our islands, especially during one of the festivals that we will be having throughout all of the islands in the Bahamas.
And with the country having been at a standstill the last 2 years due to COVID, family islanders are looking forward to these homecomings and regattas.
It gives a boost to the local economy in the islands, and it's very evident here today. Over the last few days, the hotels have been full, car rental agencies have been sold out, and you can see people moving about the island, and even the visitors. There are visitors who are here. There are many sailors on boats who are here in the harbor, and they have been coming out to these, festivals and these events and participating and interacting in our local culture.
High school students being given an opportunity of a lifetime thanks to several historically black colleges and universities. Some $7 million in scholarships were awarded last year to recipients. And in preparation for the next college fair, which will be held virtually on April 23rd, students in grades 11 and 12 are being encouraged to register.
The fair will be held online, www.thinkhbcu242.com. In order to register, you need to go to that website and you register. That's where the fair will be held. What you should be armed with is First of all, present yourself in the best possible light. Don't go onto the cameras with your camera. Do turn on your camera. Do your hair, do your makeup. Pretend as though you are in an actual live interview. Prepare, have all of your questions ready for the president, have your scores ready, be ready to talk about your extracurriculars, be ready to talk about why you deserve the scholarship. Because the reality is that if you are watching this right now, you do deserve the scholarship.
And as we head to the break, we take a look back at the day in Bahamian history. On April 19, 1960, the 500-passenger SS Florida made its first regular stop in Freeport, Grand Bahama, marking the first time a port outside of Nassau had cruise ship travel on a regular basis. Also on this day in 1971, the historic Royal Victoria Hotel closed its doors after being in business for 111 years.
I've always worked in business solutions, commercial customers. We've worked with and helped them to become successful through communications technology. It forces me to be on my game in terms of learning about technology, learning about communications, learning about mobile and fixed. So I'd advise any young woman wanting to get into the technology field to take every opportunity that you can to learn, because you just never know where the job opportunities will be in 1 or 3 or 5 years.
Happy anniversary savings at Home Care and Electrical and Home Decor, Joe Farrington Road, just west of the traffic light. 20% savings on all appliances for 1 week only. Washers, dryers, refrigerators, freezers, stoves, and much more. And 20% off all home decor items, including comforters, pillows, sheet sets, bathroom accessories, everything for your home. Home Care and Electrical and Home Decor, celebrating its anniversary and the opening of Phase 2 with big 20% savings for 1 week only, May 2nd to 7th. Call 324-7953.
Immediate Response is heading to Houston, Texas, home to the Astros baseball team, the Rockets basketball team, the Space Center, Houston Zoo, and the world-famous Houston Museum District. Join me, the Bishop of Motivation, Spence Finlayson, as I interview high-profile, talented, and influential Bahamians. Call your account executives or the sales department now to place your ads for 2 historic Immediate Response broadcasts from Houston, Texas, live on the ZNS TV and radio network. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
The ZNS community page now has its own home on Channel 230. Be sure to tune into this channel to see informative notices, funeral announcements, birthday greetings, and much, much more. So watch the ZNS community channel today on Cable 230.
The CARIFTA Swimming Championships winding down in Barbados, and that's where we find our Amajal Notes.
Well, day 3 of the CARIFTA Swimming Championships wrapping up here at the Barbados Aquatic Center, and Team Bahamas looking as strong as ever, strengthening its already comfortable lead here at the CARIFTA Swimming Championships. The Bahamas well out in front in first place with 736 points, as well as leading the medal count with 50 total medals. A number of big performances here on day 3 from several of the Bahamian swimmers. We'll have a full update for you in tonight's Sportscast.
And the CARIFTA Track and Field Championships wrapping up last night in Jamaica. Team Bahamas coming back home later on today with a second-place finish after securing 17 medals, which included 4 golds. And in addition to the second-place finish, the Bahamas has also been awarded the bid to host the 50th edition of the CARIFTA Games in 2023. While in Jamaica, Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Davis, and Sports Minister, the Honorable Mario Boleg, hosted a luncheon with regional and international sporting associations to make a case for the Bahamas to host 2 acclaimed sporting events in 2023 during the country's 50th anniversary of independence celebrations. Now, the announcement comes as the Bahamas accelerates its Sports in Paradise initiative aimed at increasing revenue generation through sports tourism.
We were the originators of the International Athletics, the IAAF World Relays Games that was originated in the Bahamas, and I indicated to them that we'd wish to continue to be the permanent host of that event. We also spoke about the CARIFTA Games next year. Next year will be the 50th anniversary of the CARIFTA Games. Next year will be the 50th anniversary of our independence. Next year will also be the 50th anniversary of CARICOM. I will be the chair of CARICOM during that period, and so I thought it fitting to also make a bid for us to host the CARIFTA Games. I've come to appreciate the worth of embracing sporting activities. What it does, it teaches our people, particularly young persons, how to socialize, how we can come together. It teaches discipline. You know, you're required to train, you're required to remain focused, and you're required to have a goal, and that goal is to be successful.
So some good news to you. Ready to work hard next year? Next year is going to be busy.
It's going to be pretty busy
2023.
year.
We have CARICOM. We have CARIFTA Track and Field. We also have the return of the Bahamas Games. I can't wait for 2023. And also next year's Independence Celebration. And I know other things are on the horizon. So 2023 shaping up to be pretty good, and you're already wearing your Independence 2023 colors
black
already?
and gold, yes. And we want to say a special congratulations to Dior Ray Scott.
Yes.
She was one of our students that we interviewed. She does the organic farm with the chickens, so she won a gold.
She won a gold in the javelin.
Yes,
I'd like to say congratulations to all our athletes over there in Jamaica and Barbados. Now, Jamaica finished last night. The swim board have been dominating for the last couple of years. They look like they're going to return home again this year with the championship. They are out. They are out there. There's even no competition for swimmers over there in Barbados. They're doing a fine job. Amajal Knowles is with them, and like he said, he'll have a full report coming up later on in the television package, so stay tuned to that. Also, now CARIFTA team, they expected back home sometime today. A second page finish again to Jamaica. Jamaica's a powerhouse. You got to realize that
all
they grow athletes, but when they come here next year, you have something special for them. You can't come into the Bahamas and think you could beat us up, especially on our 50th anniversary of independence. And I know a lot of persons were listening to 50-50-50 just now. If you have any ideas, 50-50-50-50-50.
You're going to be 50. That's what he's trying to tell you. He's going to be 50.
Another big event next year, the Big 50 celebration next year. You're not invited.
Oh, my God.
So, Mr. Bodie, here you're doing a show. Yes, sir. It's called. Yes, sir. Why do you think is the appropriate title for the show? Well, connotates that it is an authoritative expression on issues, and I do believe that, with my experience, I would have. So we deal with the issues that impact individuals and the nation. Well, I mean, why not? Well, I guess that ends that. That ends that, but it don't end that like that, because the public is invited to call in and participate in all of the shows that we're going to be doing going forward. And I'm excited. How about you? With H, Bodie Jr. It's the only way to go.
Reef Environment Educational Foundation, better known as BREEF, hosting an open snorkel event over the holiday weekend. Here's Crystal Darling.
Over 40 children lined up to take part in BREEF's Easter Snorkel. Here's Education Officer Natalie Morris. What we see are a lot of people might come to the beach, but they don't necessarily go in the water. So this is our way of introducing the public to that and getting them more familiar and more comfortable with being in the water. So what we do before, we do a safety introduction to teach them about how to snorkel, how to use the equipment properly. We even give them a quick crash course in fish identification, the type of fish that they may see under the water, and just basic safety things. And instead of hunting for Easter eggs, they're spotting fish underwater and finding rocks on the beach. We don't believe in single-use plastic. in any form. So instead of the regular plastic Easter eggs, what our outreach officer has decided to do is a little twist on a Easter egg hunt. She's hidden these rocks along the beach, and they may have like a name of a fish or something you would find under the water. And the idea is that the kids find it, and they would be able, if they don't know a fact about the animal, she would tell them a fact. So it's something fun, but also educational as well.
And we spoke to a few youngsters about their experience.
The best part about today was me going underwater and seeing all the fish. And I saw a yellow snorkel today. I just wanted to snorkel to see all the beautiful fish in the water and to learn how to swim and have fun with my friends. I thought it was fun, but then when I started to learn, it was actually fun. I was learning a lot about the garbage in the sea and how to save fish and help our country.
Reef environmental steward, scholar, and volunteer Heather Brockbank explains why she is still active in assisting the organization with community initiatives.
Being an island nation, a lot of kids don't know how to swim or have never snorkeled or seen what beauties make us the beautiful Bahama land that we are. And so exposing them to that is really important at an early age so they have a love of the environment.
Moore says that Reef will continue to have these snorkels for the community throughout the year.
Love that story. Well, the Easter Monday holiday was buzzing with lots of activities. Our Desmond Sanders canvassed the streets of the capital, and here's what he found.
After several months of lockdowns and COVID-19 restrictions, scores of Bahamians hitting the outdoors to enjoy the Easter Monday holiday.
We are glad that the restrictions have been lifted. We are able to move around freely and have these kind of events to benefit our country.
I definitely feel safer. It is a lot better than it was last year, but I think that's due in part that a lot of Bahamians actually played our part in it.
Monday's outdoor leisure activities, a stark contrast from last year's Easter Monday holiday impacted by COVID. There was festivity everywhere. Several pleasure craft vessels seen cruising in port. This group of men representing the Columbus Lodge heating up the grill for its annual cookout. Business vendors at Arakey and Montague buzzing with activity. And this resident enjoying a special day at the beach.
Well, I'm enjoying my birthday with just a few of my friends right over here.
This time around last year was, I think it was, the focus was family. The focus was because of the restrictions, we came together as family, so all of our activities are basically geared around the family. As opposed to now with the restrictions lifted, we're able to relax. We're able to come out and enjoy each other's presence.
For what it is, I mean, it's fairly a little in fast pace. A little upbeat for the early part of the morning, evening, and they wasn't doing this last year. I could afford to feed my family, take out a little something now and then, and you understand?
With the loosening of restrictions, Bahamians are now happy that the country is returning to some sense of normalcy. Restaurant owner of Gone Fishing Arakey, Amish Moxie, says he's glad to be back in business.
We're able to open up constantly, and, you know, the business is being great. People are coming out. They're still being cautious and everything, but, you know, at the same time, the country has to go on.
With declining COVID cases and hospitalizations, Bahamians are relieved over the new climate, many adhering to the necessary protocols to stay safe.
Thanks a lot, Desmond. Well, a local boxer giving back in a big way over the Easter holiday weekend. Here's Crystal Darling.
The Major Payne Community Give Back did not let the rain wash out their Easter fun and games.
So I'm just happy to be able to give back to the kids in my community. You know, we see what's going on in society today. So much murders and so much crime, and some of these young kids going astray. I just want to let them know that somebody care for them. You know, we can show them love and appreciation and allow them to have fun and enjoy life.
A number of organizations, including the Genesis Junk Canoe Group, joining former professional boxer Meecher Major to host the Easter event. Their youth arm, Teen Hawk,
Coordinator Denari Roll explains why they were eager to assist.
We are grateful for the opportunity to partner with Mr. Major in the community. Genesis mandate is bigger than Bay Street, and so we are big on community development. And so what it is, we have adopted the Camp Road community. So anytime we have ways where we could, partner and be of a force inside the community, we decided to do so. And so I have some young people joining me today, and they will be actually spearheading this charge and leading this initiative.
And let's not forget the kids who were jittering with energy, ready to participate in Easter activities.
It feels amazing because, as we all know, COVID is happening, and it feels great to get outside and play.
And how does it feel to be out here with your friends?
It feels amazing because I haven't seen some of them in a very long time. Important to me is about having fun and enjoying the time we have because we might not know if we might have it again.
It feels good. I like seeing all my friends out here playing, having fun, a good time. It's good.
What are you looking forward to today?
Finding Easter eggs, and especially a golden egg, and winning prizes.
The boxer says he's grateful to God and his community partners who chipped in to make the day meaningful for everyone.
Two nice stories there by Crystal. Intelligent young ladies and young men.
I think I'm going to dye my hair purple.
It's dyed purple?
Yeah.
Okay, so when is that going to happen? Because we only have a little...
Probably next year.
Oh, I thought you was doing it for the morning edition. So if you dye yours purple, I could dye mine black.
Oh. And be sure to stay tuned into the ZNS Network for news as it happens, TV and radio updates throughout the day. Then you can tune into the Northern Edition at 6:30 and the Bahamas Tonight at 7. And that's it for us this morning.
Enjoy your morning, everybody. Be blessed.
By giving unconditionally, not expecting anything in return, I thought was a wonderful way of showing this love, and I believe that it is love that truly draws people, and so I thought we could cover a lot more people by feeding. Volunteers, they have truly been sold.
My passion is to help, and I thank God for what I can do through the help of Bahamas Feeding Network.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Hello and welcome to My Child and I, where we get together every